Welcome to Mr. Wicklam's virtual math classroom. Today we're going to be looking at number sense, and we're going to be looking at multiplying by 10, 100, or 1000. Now, what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to skip count by 10 12 times. And what number does that give us? So let's do that. We're just going up by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So I get the number of 120. Now, what is the product of 10 times 12? Well, product of 10 times, I would actually have to do it this way. So 0, 0, you always have to add a 0 on the bottom. 2, 1. So I get 120. The easiest way to get this number is take the 12, and because it's a multiple of 10, we just add a 0 in behind it. So whatever you're multiplying by, as far as a multiple of 10 goes, or 100, or 1000, you take the amount of zeros there are and add it behind the number. Let's take a look. Skip count by 100 12 times. Okay, so let's I'll just do it up here. Okay, so 100, 2, 3, 4, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200. Do you notice something? Do you see it? Okay, we're going up by 100. How many zeros are there in 100? There are 2. How many zeros are there here? There are 2. So what is the product going to be? Remember, I told you up here, whatever the number is, you add the number of zeros that you're multiplying with. Well, we have 12. So how many zeros do you think I am going to add in behind it? Yes, I'm going to add 2 zeros in behind it. Let me show you how that works. 12. So we actually have 100 times 12. So we have 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, and we get 1200. Okay? But the plain and simple way of doing it, guys, is just if you're multiplying by 100, there's 2 zeros, add the 2 zeros in behind the numbers. Okay? So the rules: when we multiply by 10, add 1 0. Okay, plain and simple. When we multiply by 100, add 2 zeros. Okay, when we multiply by 1000, add 3. Okay, the trend could continue. What if I said 10,000? Let's take a look. Add how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. As long as it's a multiple of 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, as long as it's got the zeros, that's how many zeros that you add. Let's take a look and see it in action. Again, all I'm going to do is look at this number. I'm just going to add the amount of zeros that there are over here. So there's 1, 60. There's 2, 600. There's 3, 6,000. 4, 60,000. That's all I'm doing. I'm just adding the amount of zeros that there are, guys. I'm just taking the 6, adding the zeros. I'm going to do the exact same thing here. 190. I know that. You want me to prove it? Fine. 19 times 10. 190. Guys, I can do this all day long. All you're doing is just adding the zeros. That is it. What do you think we'd have here? We start with the number 23. We look to how many zeros there are here. Well, we're going by 10, so 1 0. What if that was by 100 times 23? Well, it's pretty easy. You start with the number 23. How many zeros do you have? 2. There you go. You just found your answer. Guys, multiplying by 10, 1000, 100, and 1000 is quite a simple thing. Now, let's take a look at when it's not quite 10. And what we need to do is we kind of need to do a little bit of rounding, because when we do some rounding, it's going to give us a very close answer to what we're looking for. So what you want to do is you want to round up or down to the leading digit. Okay, and then we want to find the product, which is the multiplication answer. So the leading digit in this case is the 2 and the 1. So what's our rounding rules? Let's just refresh what our rounding rules are. 5 and above, you round up. 4 and below, you round down. So if we take a look at the 12, we have a 2 here. So what are we going to do with when we have a 2? 5 and up, we round up. 4 and below, we round down. So we are going to round down to 10. Okay, we're just going to go to 10. What are we going to do here? Well, we have a 9. Well, that means with my rounding rules, I am going to round up to 30. Okay, it's pretty simple. From here on out, we take this number. How many zeros are over here? What are we multiplying by? How many zeros? 10. We just add a 0 and we get 300. Okay guys, that's pretty simply multiplying by 10, 1000, or 100. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, but otherwise I think you guys are perfectly capable of doing this. This is Mr. Wicklum signing off.